Hey friends, man, I just want to take a minute and say hello. We got a lot of updates. First off, you can tell my hair. I went ahead and just did the deed. I'm tired of dealing with the bald spots, so y'all can pray for me in that. But also, hope y'all had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Man, we had a great time, and with two little ones, one almost one and almost walking and pulling up on everything. He's crazy. And then Chandler, just being 3, she's learning and really inquisitive and wants to know. She was so excited about Jesus and what that means and what he's done for us and how he's come for us and all this stuff. And we had a really good season of just being home and stuff. And if you haven't seen on social media, Jenna is pregnant and due mid-July, and so we're gonna wait all the way till the due date to find out whether it's a boy or girl. So I'm super excited that we decided to do that. But I also just wanted to shoot you guys a couple updates of what's coming down the pipe for me. So last semester I got 3 A's in all my classes, so I did really well. That came at a cost, and so I stayed up and probably put way too many hours into some late nights. And so yeah, so you could be praying for me on how to handle my time better and prioritize my family in that. But this upcoming semester, next week, I'm flying to North Carolina for a 3-day class on pastoral ministry, and it's 8 hours a day, so I'm excited about that. I'm just staying on campus. And then when I come back, 2 weeks later, January 21st and 22nd, the residents, we're doing a preaching lab where we'll preach a 20 to 25 minute sermon that gets critiqued and from a male and a female, and we'll get both perspectives, and we will have to make some corrections on preaching to a certain type of crowd. And then we will get to re-preach that at a later date, which I'll talk about here in just a second. January 27th, I'm starting. Me, Jenna, James Searcy and his wife and some other friends, we are starting a life group. And so if you go to Church of the Cross, or you are somewhere in the area within 20 or 30 minutes and you don't have a place where you are plugging in with people every week and going through the Word and singing and reading and praying with each other and just walking through the hard parts of life together, we'd love for y'all to come into the doors that night, January 27th. And it'll be at 5 o'clock on a Sunday night. So, and then February 2nd and 3rd, I'm preaching one weekend, which is our high school student weekend retreat. It's a 2-day retreat. It used to be a D now. I'm sure we've heard of that, but yeah. So I'm excited to preach 3 times during that weekend. And then later in February, maybe early March, we're having an event called Night of Preaching, where all the residents will get to preach a 20 to 25 minute sermon that has been critiqued. So the one I was talking about just a second ago. And so we'll get to re-preach that sermon, making corrections, except now instead of preaching to a crowd of 20, now we're going to preach to a crowd of invitation. We don't know how many will come. It'll be invited to the whole body, and then all of our friends and family and supporters. So y'all will get to come hear me if you want to, and some of the other guys, and some worship and coffee and stuff, and it'll be a 2-hour event. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'll get more information to you guys on that. Couple things that you can be praying for us for is just for first off, Jenna's health and the baby's protection all the way to July, and then also for me and Jen to just prioritize one another. And so we are doing really well, and just want to continue in that, because I know the busyness and the changes, those things can throw us off. And so I just need prayer for that. And then also for me, over the next, one of my just resolutions or prayer requests for the year is just for God to give me a vision for ministry of what exactly He wants me to do. I know where I'm gifted and where I lean and what I'm excited about, but like a more clear vision of like, Lord, where do you want me to walk? What do you want me to do? Is it planting? Is it preaching? Is it sitting under somebody for a couple years? Or what does it look like? And so just asking the Lord to give me a real clear picture. So I love you guys. Thankful for your support. Thankful that you love my family and have supported us. And so thanks for everything. So talk to you soon. Bye.